Hi, Warriors. We're almost there. Friday's tomorrow. I'm Mike. How are you? I know you've been having a lot of swings in the markets. You just told me, six-figure swings. I don't need. I've never experienced it, so I don't even know what it's like to have those
It's
kind of
relative.
swings.
It's
Yeah.
relative. The
All
guy
right.
that flies, the guy that flies the Boeing 737 as opposed to the guy, my neighbor with the stealth bomber, it's still relative in their respective industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You still don't want to crash, no matter what vehicle,
No,
what
but
no matter what
I am
vehicle
breaking
you're
the speed of the sound barrier. That's for sure.
in. Yeah. So anyway, just want to point out Apple. I'm going to go into detail it tomorrow. I'll do a wrap up on the week, but another big week in the S&Ps, and so far, this is what I thought Apple could do: not make a higher high while the S&Ps were approaching 5K, and I still think the S&Ps will blow through 5K, maybe 50, 30, whatever. But it's interesting. We have an inside week, so I'll teach it. Basically, the formation is a descending triangle. If you go the Bible of Technical Analysis by Edwards and McGee, it's a reversal formation, and a breakdown under 180 gives you 160. So I'm going to talk about that in more detail tomorrow because we have an inside week, and I'll talk about how I play inside weeks. The only other currency situation is getting a nice pop in the Mexican peso. So here's the right shoulder I was looking for. This is a daily.
Good
We're
trade,
gonna,
coach.
yeah, we're gonna, people got long down here. This was 61.8 down
Nice.
there, and Bank of Mexico is meeting today. So I think they were the first to start tightening, and even in front of our Fed, maybe they'll be the first to ease. We'll see.
Coach,
I think.
if I knew that the Bank of Mexico was coming out with news, then I'm not doing my job properly, considering what's going on. But
All
thank you. You know what
right.
I mean? Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So I didn't know till I heard it from others. Anyway,
No, I
so
dig
that
it. But if that's on
that
my radar, then I'm out of there.
okay. And as far as the metals go, very strange day. Gold, it's like a beach ball. You can't hold it down, but all of a sudden, silver perked up. Okay. And held previous lows. I don't know if they're just unwinding the gold silver ratio, or I'm going to have to live through another rally in the physical before, if it gets to that 2000 washout I'm looking for. But if I look for cues from the miners, um, even with silver up, the silver shares, the juniors down one. I see nothing telling me that I'm in a hurry. And this one I'll share, and you'll know why I'm holding off. This is the big picture in the miners, which I'll use GDX as a proxy. Okay, this is a monthly chart, Mike. So I've been looking for one more decline towards this 25 area where you have the trend line of the triangle and 78.6 at 24.63. And then if we ever have a breakout over 36, you're talking big numbers. So write down 25 on GDX to start paying attention to maybe buying miners across the board, especially the ones with relative strength that aren't making new lows. With that being said, Mike, I'm interested as we approach 5K. A bottle of champagne here on my desk. What's the breath like going into it? Can you show us how many stocks are making new 52-week highs here?
Yeah, I mean, you want? I can go to a generic. I mean, I don't. I can go to a generic site,
Oh,
and I'll show you. It's
you
very
don't
simple.
track? Do you track those?
No, I
I mean,
track.
is it?
Listen, I track. Of course, I track breadth, but it's
Yeah.
irrelevant. Doesn't matter. That's
Okay.
good for the overall market in general. And anybody that knows me well. Is that the last thing that I trade are futures, the Qs, TNA, IWM, the Russell. It's a gauge. Obviously I'm not ignorant and aware of the breadth, but in individual stock situations in a day like this, could care less.
Okay, because I've heard you, talk about an issue and go, hey, coach, it's a 52-week high.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe it was something you paid attention to. I just am interested because I think there's a lot of stuff not making new 52-week highs. That
Coach, you
I,
don't, I mean, I understand that, and there aren't, but these are the stocks that I'm trading today. You could look at the
okay,
percentage.
they're probably not even in the averages,
I
are
beg
they?
to differ.
Are they in the averages?
Well, okay, these are the stocks that I'm trading today.
All right, go ahead. You have the chart.
Percentage change, CFLT. Hold on.
Okay, what index is that a part of?
That NDX 100.
Okay.
Boyle, you might have heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Planeteer, you
Boy,
might have
was
heard
that
of
a
it.
dud. Boy.
Mara, you might have heard of the Bitcoin miner, already up, has a 18% range. Shopify has an 8% range. Roblox in the NASDAQ one already has an 8% range. TPR, Coach, was up 10% at one point. SGML, the low of the day is 1264. 8,000 shares. It's already made a $1.50 move. Disney is up 12% with a 6% range from the open. Disney
Wow.
range. What happened? Price range action. What else? ARM. Going
Yeah,
along with ARM
yeah,
is up 43% today. ARM.
what is ARM?
It's a chip. It's a chip. ARM.
Oh,
The
okay.
new IPO.
It, it's an
Limited
IPO?
IPO came out. Yeah.
Okay. So that was the opening of the IPO up 40% from the offering price?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Larry Tentarelli is talking about breakouts. Okay.
Hold on. Let me go to my, like I said, this is, I was not really prepared, to talk macro, and I get it. But, let's look at the screen for a second and it'll be self-explanatory. I had signed out. My computer signed me out for some reason. I'm probably overloading the freaking thing. Here's the main screen right here.
On the right lower right-hand corner?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's you got your Twitter off.
Okay. Here's Disney.
Okay.
Okay. Once it broke the opening range, blue
Yeah.
skies ahead. So you know what? Maybe the breath is. I'm just saying it's.
Wow.
I'm concentrated on a different pew in the right church. ARM. There's ARM. There's Wind. Had good earnings today. Blowing it out. What else is moving up today? There's ARM. Coin up another $9. Where's this Uber? Still parabolic after earnings yesterday, resuming a nice trade. They tried to take it down. I mean, that's been up 66 to 73. That's at it. Basically, it was a lot lower. That's at a 12% move. Carvana, I pointed out 1,000 times in the room, was poised for a squeeze at 45. Holo, the stock that I mentioned in the room yesterday, 3. It went to 50 yesterday. Fact. Mentioned it at 3. Airbnb keeps going up or flagging.
How did you find that last stock?
Which
Through a
one?
sweep? The one that was 3 that went up like that
Holo.
to 36.
I'll show you.
What brought your attention to this issue? I see the volume,
My
but
scanner.
okay.
Give me a second because it's pertinent. Like I like to trade, macro
Because have
stocks.
you
I like
ever
to,
traded that before? It
yeah,
did what it did?
yeah.
Really?
Oh no, no,
Okay.
no, no, no. I was at Holo. I think I bought it at 4. I sold it at 8. It went to 50
Okay.
last night. But just let me
Okay.
get, it's my job. I'm a coach. I'm an active trader. That's why I'm not really knowing what's going on with the
You're I let's switch
yeah, said
so I
Holo
could
right there one day
so I
ago.
could know
Holo
so I could know what's going on.
said if I, I told you, said everybody 342, $5.
You know what? If you guys aren't jumping into the room with Mike and you're a stock trader, you're missing some, you know, outstanding trades
But
that,
this was what
I never would have seen that.
no, this was
You're
mentioned at 3.
yeah,
Holo one day ago.
342.
Said
Yeah.
at 345 and then it was 5. It was
Yeah.
up $3 at one point. But anyway, regional banks, Apple puts that actually played out a little bit. FCX, I took a hit today in coach. I sold it. I had to. I took a bad hit.
Okay. Yeah, copper's getting pounded.
And you know what? This will a couple of things here to say. The longer stock does to do something, it doesn't. The longer it's a problem.
Yeah,
You know, this was I was waiting for this to really go through a 41.
yeah.
Okay, and then it was in the channel. It finished yesterday on. Bottom line is, it was in this channel,
Yeah.
and it broke the channel today. I sold a lot of it. Where did I sell? I sold eight. I took a $20,000 loss. I'm not going to lie. 6,000 I sold, 6,000,
Yeah.
8,000, 38.20. It went to 37.40. I don't like the rotation. It didn't help me, so I'm out next. So
Good discipline.
no, I mean the thing is the market.
If you sat another week, you could have really multiplied that loss.
Well, I just had so many. There was so many more opportunities. It really
Yeah.
doesn't matter that I just didn't. I cut the weed. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just wanted it out. It was the
Yeah.
only stock that I had in that respective sector. That I didn't want to start buying other stocks to hedge on FCX, and then if it didn't work, then that sector would be down, and then it doesn't go the way. So what else? I think the gauge today is ARM. That's the speculative gauge today. Nvidia still going up. SMCI, same culprits.
How about Intel? Is it recovering here? And I notice even Tesla and Boeing have recovered.
Boeing looks nice actually. Tesla did look nice, but Boeing's in the channel with the 200-day. Tesla, they
Yeah, I
don't
don't
need
know.
it. Yeah, Tesla, okay. It's in, it's
It
in
wants
a,
a gap. It's going to see what it could do if it could get into the gap. I
it
don't know.
is what it is.
Okay.
Uber. There's my screen. They're
Uh,
rotating out
uh,
of,
Cameco, that double top stood, didn't it?
and it had earnings today. There it is.
All right. I knew it was a double top. All right.
Now there's the other one, UEC, the more
That,
speculative one.
yeah, that's going to get
I don't
it.
know, Coach. Every time I think it's going to break, it goes
I
back
know.
up. But now it has the news.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd rather short it at 42 and make money in it to 46. What's your opinion?
I think it's going to go to the 200. And this one will go to your blue, 35 or so. Yeah. Anyway,
Banks down. They don't want the banks. They don't want, just Elf had the chance yesterday
you
to
know
sell
you
off.
you know Bianco, right? Jim Bianco. Heard of him?
No, what can you do? Can you expand?
Oh well. Anyway, he's a highly followed guy, Jim Bianco, and he's someone that said this. He thinks there's a possibility that the regional banks could. We can't rule out a problem with banks. Maybe that's why they're selling off the financials. I would think you'd want to buy the financials. Yeah, there's New York. They're the ones that bought SVB
I know.
last March. They buy a failed bank last year and they're failing this year. Yeah,
Coach, I don't get it. I mean, it's another bifurcated situation. Even PayPal today.
yeah,
PayPal today was looking
yeah,
great. It was one
yeah.
one Disney report away from pulling a Disney and going to 75. But just like we've been
And
pointing
was
out,
this earnings?
yeah,
This earnings?
yeah.
I hate earnings seasons. That's all you get
But
are
you're on the roll. It's
gaps.
only you know why you hate earning seasons because you probably don't trade it well. I love
Well,
it.
yeah, probably because they're like um, coin flips to me.
Well, well, there's a binary move. If
I
you
don't
if
know
you
how
were
to
long in
trade
Disney,
a
now you got to.
binary event. Do you?
No, I
Until
don't.
afterwards?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
The answer is
But
no.
sometimes I have positions into them, and it can be difficult. You've
I know,
probably been on.
but like I'm saying, my point being, this is a very important one. It's the hedge funds that we always point about and give an update every day. They're short individual stocks. They're long the market, and everything that we just said for that particular point. Please go back to the YouTube channels. Blah 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 is binary because of that. Like I said, PayPal could have pulled a Disney, but you know
Yeah,
what? It didn't matter. It didn't matter for PayPal. It was a bifurcated situation in a specific sector. It was just they had a chance to take up a credit payment like a firm. Normally that would be down. What's Square doing? Square Normally, normally from what I know, if PayPal was bad, it'd be bad for the sector. Square is even a dog. But you know
and
what? I don't
holding up.
know if I
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I going to have to think that that PayPal is individually like poisoned and that's good for Square and the rest of the group? I don't think so. I think that's emblematic of them saying if you're wrong one way, we're going to punish you that, and that's why Square is even up.
Okay. How about cybersecurity with that news about
Ripping
China
all
last
of them.
week?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
CRWB,
Okay.
best of breed. The ZS, best of breed. The CFO, the CEO retired the other day, and that was a chance to take it down. They shrugged it off. And just listen to this, coach. I don't care. This RSI situation. This RSI breaks out when it's still in the middle, and this stock is made of. This stock's on the 300. Coach,
Yeah. Be careful under your green line. Back under today's lows, I'd be
no.
concerned. That's
Okay,
all.
no, I appreciate that. That's a high level opinion, and I'll keep in mind. But like I said, I'd rather short.
I
I
went
just
short
started
these.
shorting a couple of days ago, and I'm down more than I've been in my longs for a week.
Okay.
I don't know, TPR, coach. You know what I mean? I was in the right church, wrong pew, but I had to get lucky. The stock closed at 40.37, opened at 42. Big move for coach. It's a dog, even into a run up, believe me. Okay, so I short a little bit early. I'm pounding the thing short. 42.90, 43.71. Then it goes up to 44. So I started at 42.90, goes up to 44.20. Now I'm like, come on, you know what I mean? So now I got to watch this freaking thing while other things are going on. I finally got out and made a little bit of money because the top tick was from 44.15 to 43.15. I basically broke even, made hard money. And then what next? So, you know what I mean? Now I'm stuck in a couple of things I don't like. We'll see what the market does. That's all.
All right, buddy. Yeah. I don't know any other area you want to cover
I can't.
that
My
we need
mouth
to
is dry
go.
from talking
You're
so
co
much.
you covered everything. So TradeGATEHub.com. Join. It's free. Get great ideas from Mike, and every once in a while, a pretty good idea from me. So
Listen,
I'd be
coach,
watching the Bank of Mexico and playing James Taylor's song, Mexico.
I wish I was watching the Bank of Mexico. I wish that was my only. I wish I could watch the Bank of
I
Mexico.
wish we were having a margarita in Puerto Vallarta right now,
We
waiting for
will,
the
coach.
Bank of Mexico.
We will. But if it was, like I say, if it was fun, it wouldn't be easy. We'll get there
All right.
after everything matriculates. I'm not going there.
Er,
We just ordered new TradeGATEHub gear. I can't wait to get the hat and stuff.
oh, we have hats coming.
We have hats, we have mugs, we have
Oh, wow.
pullovers.
Huh.
I'll be sure to send you some. We'll make up for
All
it for
right.
that T-shirt
But
that I need.
all right, and remember, I have a different timeline than you, young man.
What does that mean?
Well, you have more time.
You're also a different size.
All right,
PayPal,
Mike.
listen, very clean trade into right now. Market's coming
Yeah,
up in a little bit.
yeah,
PayPal, very clean trade all morning.
yeah, yeah,
That's the type of distribution. Listen, it's not a barn burner, but once it broke the low and
yeah.
it had this easy distribution without any herky jerky situations, clean. Probably going to 55 strike price. And that's it. Next, there's always something to do.
I'm gonna have to tell Jack Schwager about you.
You already did.
Maybe I could get you in a book, huh?
You already did.
Oh, well, I'm gonna tell him to, suggest he interview you.
Well, I got to
How
start
about
working on my
that?
real. I got to start working on my relative strength a little bit more if I'm going to be honored with that. But
Uh,
coach, I'm bred of 20 years.
he should write about you. He
Okay.
should. Anyway, because I look, Mike, I've seen a lot of people trade in, since when? I've been in business since 76. Okay. So, I know when someone knows. And, I think Jack should interview you. I'm
That'd be
going to bring
wonderful.
it up.
Coach, listen, and this is not Pat Mike V in the back hour. First of all, I've been doing this for almost 30 years. I'm highly trained. Look
Yeah,
at my dossier. I came from literally the best trading firm out there for Schoenfeld Securities, worth
right.
billions now.
Yeah.
And passion, focus, and I'm highly trained. I didn't split
Okay.
the atom. Anybody
Yeah.
that does that for 30 years is going to be successful regardless.
Okay. Well, that's not necessarily true,
Well, that's okay.
but
Appreciate that. But I also
yeah,
have a gift of articulating it to others. And that's why I think we're successful here.
that's
That's
what
all.
we're doing. That's what we're doing.
We can articulate it correctly. And that's important.
Yeah. Learn. If you're not growing, you're dying. So
That's
I'm
Tim's
still
line.
learning.
He's
I'm,
right.
I'm, I learn from people every day.
Oh, Coach, I'm here in front of the screen, not because I think I'm going to uh, I'm here because if I'm afraid I'm going to miss something that might throw my learning, that might throw my edge off. Even 1% would bother me when I put my head at night on the pillow at night. I swear to God. That's why I keep doing. I feel like if I miss something, then I'm all out of sorts, and it doesn't
It
suffocate
does.
me.
No, it does make you feel like you're out of step.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
know.
suffocate me though. It's just a part of this ongoing play. It's like being a mailman. You could either go nuts saying like Newman, like the mail doesn't stop. It's every day, it could pile up and drive you nuts.
Yeah.
Or I can have it all sorted out and deliver and do my job and get paid at a high level. I choose the latter.
The postman rings twice,
Yep. And
like
don't whistle in the
Venezia.
elevator.
All
Somebody
right,
told me
buddy.
that. I was whistling in the elevator once. They said, never whistle in an elevator. Isn't that the movie where the guy gets killed in an elevator or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Never whistle in an elevator. Bad luck.
All right. Great tip. Take that to heart, everybody, and don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Mike and I will see you in the room. Come in, say hi to us, and we'll get to know you and try and help you.
True.
Okay?
Cheers, everyone. Thanks for sharing. There's no bad questions. I learned it wasn't innate. You got
No.
to ask. I'm a New Yorker. If you don't get, you don't ask. So articulate. We're here to help. I'll see you in the room. Trade well. Have a plan. We'll post earnings. A lot going on. If you are looking to let your trades turn into positions, know what you're buying. Get stuck with the Disney. Don't get stuck with the low floater.
See you, Maverick.
Cheers. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Mike.